The expansive hall of the Galactic Council buzzed with a palpable tension as species from across the stars assembled. The vast, dome-shaped chamber, adorned with star maps and emblems of myriad civilizations, was designed to foster diplomacy amongst the galaxy's most diverse beings. Today, however, the mood was unusually somber, as a matter of grave importance was about to be discussed. At the center of the hall, Commander Zilth of the Vraxians stood up, his imposing figure silhouetted against the holographic display of a blue-green planet, Earth. His voice, though calm, carried an urgency that resonated through the translation devices embedded in the chamber. "Fellow members of the Galactic Council," Zilth began, his mandibles clicking slightly as he adjusted the translator. "Today, I bring before you a proposition concerning the humans of planet Earth." He paused, allowing his gaze to sweep over the representatives. Each member, from the reptilian Slarvans to the ethereal Nebulons, fixed their attention on him. "We have observed the humans closely," Zilth continued. "Their civilization is not the oldest, nor the most advanced in terms of technology. However, their capacity for rapid adaptation and unpredictable strategy in warfare is unparalleled and profoundly dangerous." Screens around the hall flickered as they displayed instances of human conflicts, from ancient hand-to-hand combat to sophisticated modern warfare, highlighting the humans' resilience and tenacity. "Our proposal is straightforward," Zilth declared. "To ensure the peace and stability of our galaxy, we must enact a council-wide decree forbidding any military engagement with humanity. To engage them is to invite chaos into our ranks, as their history clearly shows they thrive in conflict and emerge stronger from adversity." A murmur of agreement echoed from some corners of the hall, while others seemed skeptical, whispering amongst themselves. "It is not merely their martial prowess we should fear," Zilth added, his voice growing sterner. "Humans possess a unique psychological acumen. They are skilled in the art of persuasion, capable of sowing dissent among their enemies and turning allies against one another. Their diplomatic cunning is as potent a weapon as their fleets and armies." To emphasize his point, another hologram played, this time showing human diplomats skillfully negotiating in high-stakes interstellar summits, often turning dire situations to their advantage with nothing but words. "We must not underestimate their potential for disruption," Zilth concluded. "To maintain the balance of power and protect our civilizations from unforeseen complications, I urge the Council to vote in favor of a total ban on military actions against humans." As Zilth took his seat, the hall erupted in a cacophony of voices. Some called for immediate voting, while others demanded further debate. The Council's president, a wise and ancient being known as Elder Zan, raised his hands for silence. "We shall take this matter seriously," Elder Zan pronounced. "Let us deliberate with the wisdom and foresight that befits our roles. We must consider all perspectives before casting our votes. This decision will shape the future of our galaxy." As the representatives prepared for a lengthy debate, the stakes couldn't have been higher. Each knew that the outcome of today's decision would not only determine their policy towards humanity, but might also redefine the power dynamics within the Galactic Council itself. Historian Larix, an esteemed scholar from the cerebral species of the Memori, approached the central podium. His slender frame contrasted sharply with the robust Vraxian who had just spoken. The Memori were respected across the galaxy for their vast historical archives and analytical prowess, making Larix an authoritative voice on the subject of interstellar conflicts. "Esteemed council members," Larix began, his voice calm and measured, "to fully appreciate the proposal made by Commander Zilth, we must first understand the historical context of human warfare. Humans have a saying on their world: to know your enemy, you must become your enemy. Let us endeavor to know humans, not as enemies, but as potential catalysts of chaos." The hall dimmed, and a series of holograms illuminated the space above the council. The first hologram depicted an ancient Earth battlefield, crowded with soldiers in hand-to-hand combat. "This," Larix pointed out, "is an example of early human warfare. Notice the strategic placement of troops and the use of rudimentary yet effective tools." The scene shifted rapidly through centuries, showing key battles that marked human history. Each was chosen to illustrate the evolution of human tactics, from the use of chariots and cavalry to gunpowder and beyond. As we move forward in time, Larix continued, notice the exponential growth in both the sophistication of their technology and the complexity of their military strategies. The hologram now showed World War I and II, highlighting trench warfare, aerial dogfights, and the devastating use of nuclear weapons. The 20th century marked a significant pivot in human warfare with the advent of nuclear capabilities. However, it was their resilience and adaptability during these global conflicts that truly shaped their approach to conflict resolution and warfare, Larix explained. The holograms transitioned to more recent times, showcasing human-led peacekeeping missions and their roles in interstellar diplomacy. Here, we see the modern human's preference for diplomacy, often choosing negotiation over conflict. Yet when negotiations fail, their strategic responses have been swift and decisive. Larix paused, allowing the images to sink in. These historical insights present us with a paradox. Humans are peace-seekers who excel at war. They are diplomats who prepare for battle. It is this duality that makes them unpredictable and, by extension, a potential threat to galactic stability. The historian concluded with a somber note. Given their rapid evolution and adaptability, humans might not only defend themselves effectively against more advanced technologies, but might also reverse engineer or even surpass them. As Larix stepped down, the room was filled with a heavy silence. His presentation had given the council much to consider, illustrating not only human tenacity and cunning, but also their profound impact on any potential galactic conflict. The next speaker prepared to discuss the scientific implications of engaging with humans, but the council members were already deeply engrossed in their thoughts, weighing the historian's insights against the impending decision. Dr. Ken, a distinguished scientist from the technologically advanced planet of Torbis, approached the podium with a series of data pads in his many tentacled limbs. His species was known for their analytical skills and their contributions to predictive modeling and simulation technologies. Today, he was prepared to shed light on the practical implications of engaging with humans in conflict through a purely scientific lens. Ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished beings of the Council, Dr. Ken began, his voice modulated through his translator to accommodate the diverse auditory ranges present. Our team at the Torbis Simulation Center has conducted a series of advanced simulations to predict the outcomes of potential conflicts involving humans. He tapped on his datapad, and the screens around the hall lit up with complex graphs and simulations outcomes. Using historical data, including the wars and tactics previously outlined by historian Larix, we constructed scenarios where technologically superior alien forces confronted human defenses. The room watched as the first simulation began. It showed an alien force, clearly more advanced, initiating an invasion of Earth. The humans, outnumbered and outgunned, employed guerrilla tactics, leveraging their knowledge of the terrain and using sophisticated cyber attacks to disrupt the alien command structures. In this scenario, Dr. Quen pointed out, the human forces were able to hold off the superior alien technology through unconventional warfare, leading to a prolonged conflict that resulted in high casualties for the invaders. He swiped to the next scenario, this time a hypothetical situation where humans were the aggressors, attacking an alien outpost. Even as aggressors, humans exhibit a remarkable ability to adapt their strategies based on their opponent's responses. Their use of combined arms, psychological warfare, and rapid adaptation in battle tactics complicates the defense strategies of their adversaries. The simulations varied in environment and tactics, but shared a common theme. Humans consistently performed better than expected, particularly when under a stress or when their survival was at stake. Dr. Ken highlighted a key factor in the simulations: human innovation and resilience. Our models show a consistent pattern. When faced with defeat, humans innovate. They create new technologies, form unexpected alliances, and sometimes they even manage to turn enemy technologies against their creators. Our projections estimate that in 7 out of 10 conflict scenarios, The costs of engaging with humans far outweigh the potential benefits. Dr. Ken concluded, from a scientific standpoint, engaging in military conflict with humans not only poses a high risk of failure, but also the potential escalation into a war that could spread across sectors. The adaptability and unpredictability of humans make them formidable opponents, who are likely to cause significant damage to any aggressor, regardless of the technological or numerical superiority. As Dr. Ken's presentation ended, the screens faded to black, and his final words hung in the air, leaving a palpable unease among the council members. The data was clear and the implications were unsettling. The council was left to ponder the high stakes of engaging in war with a species as unpredictable and resilient as humans. The next speaker, a diplomat, prepared to approach the podium, ready to argue the socio-political ramifications of the proposed decree based on the evidence presented. The council members adjusted in their seats, their minds buzzing with data and dire predictions, each contemplating the gravity of their impending decision. Ambassador Eloa, a serene figure from the diplomatically revered world of Serene, took the stage with a grace that commanded attention. Her species was known for their deep understanding of political intricacies and their ability to mediate conflicts that stumped others. Today, she was here not only to discuss strategy or showcase simulations, but to delve into the interpersonal and interspecies dynamics that humans excel at. Ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed beings of the Galactic Council, Eloa began, her voice soothing yet firm. While the insights provided by our military experts and scientists are compelling, they capture only part of the equation. I wish to discuss the humans' diplomatic prowess, which is perhaps their most potent weapon. The room quieted, all eyes fixed on the holographic displays that now showed various diplomatic meetings involving humans with other alien races. Humans have an innate ability to empathize, negotiate, and most importantly, forge alliances out of seemingly impossible situations. The display highlighted a recent incident where human diplomats had successfully mediated a peace treaty between two rival factions in the Andromeda sector, a conflict that had eluded resolution for decades. Here, humans were neither the strongest nor the most technologically advanced, yet they succeeded where others failed, through diplomacy. Ambassador Eloa turned to another example, this time focusing on Earth's internal politics. Even within their own planet, humans have a complex web of alliances. They understand the power of unity and the strength that comes from diversity. This capability to unite disparate groups can easily be extended to interstellar politics. She paused, allowing her audience to absorb the implications. Consider this. If we choose to engage with humans militarily, we are not simply facing their soldiers or their weapons. We are potentially facing a coalition, a broad alliance brought together under the banner of humanity. They have the capacity to turn our own allies against us, to fracture our coalitions, and to draw others into their sphere of influence. The room was heavy with the gravity of her words. Eloa's calm demeanor belied the serious implications of her message. It is not only their military or technological capabilities that we should fear, but their ability to disrupt our societies from within, to change the hearts and minds of those we might count as our allies. She concluded, if we are to maintain stability and peace within our own borders and across the galaxy, we must consider the human capacity for diplomacy as a significant deterrent to conflict. Engaging them in battle might win a few skirmishes, but engaging them as allies and respected members of the galactic community could secure us a lasting peace. As Ambassador Eloa stepped down, her words resonated through the council. The decision before them was becoming increasingly complex, with high stakes not only in military and technological terms, but in the very fabric of interstellar diplomatic relations. The representatives were left to ponder not just the feasibility of defeating humans in combat, but whether they could afford to alienate such a potentially valuable ally, or worse, turn them into a formidable enemy. The next speakers would need to address these concerns directly, shaping the final discourse before the crucial vote. General Tarn, a seasoned military leader from the aggressive Kravak Empire, stood before the council, his presence imposing and his gaze unwavering. His species was known throughout the galaxy for their military might and unyielding nature in battle. Today, he brought a personal account to the table, an account that would provide a stark, real-world perspective on the challenges of engaging humans in combat. Esteemed council members, General Tarn's voice boomed across the hall. I speak today not from hypothetical scenarios or diplomatic theory, but from hard-earned experience. My encounter with humans during our unauthorized skirmish on Earth was both enlightening and humbling. The room darkened slightly, and the holographic displays lit up once more, this time showing footage from Tarn's ill-fated expedition. The visuals depicted advanced Kravac ships descending on Earth, only to be met with unexpectedly fierce resistance. We underestimated the humans, Tarn admitted, his voice tinged with a rare hint of respect. Our initial advantage was significant: superior firepower, better armor, and advanced tactical AIs. But as the battle unfolded, it became apparent that we were not prepared for their strategic depth. The display showed human forces employing guerrilla tactics, using the terrain to their advantage and launching surprise counterattacks that disoriented the Kravac troops. They adapted quickly to our technology, exploiting weaknesses we didn't know we had. Their ability to learn and innovate during the heat of battle was unlike anything we had encountered. General Tarn recounted a pivotal moment when humans hacked into the Kravac communication network. This breach not only disrupted our operations but also spread misinformation among our ranks, sowing chaos and distrust. The general paused, letting the gravity of his words sink in. But perhaps the most striking aspect was their resolve. Even when faced with certain defeat, they rallied, they regrouped, and they struck back harder. Our victory, had it been achieved, would have been Pyrrhic at best. He continued, "Following this confrontation, we engaged in a series of diplomatic exchanges with humans. It was here that I witnessed their other form of warfare, diplomacy. They were gracious in victory, yet firm in their negotiations, securing terms that protected their interests while preventing further conflict." General Tarn concluded, "My recommendation to this council is based on direct experience. Engaging humans in battle is not only challenging but fraught with unexpected complications. They are a species that thrives under pressure, capable of turning what appears to be imminent defeat into a strategic victory. If such prowess is turned against us in a galactic-scale conflict, the consequences could be devastating for us all." As General Tarn stepped down, his words echoed in the minds of the council members. The reality of human unpredictability and resilience had been laid bare, not through simulations or historical analysis, but through the testimony of a veteran warrior who had faced them directly. The council was left to ponder these insights as they prepared for the final discussions and the vote that would determine their stance on humanity. The atmosphere was tense, with each member weighing the potential risks and benefits of the decision ahead. A mysterious cloaked figure stepped forward, approaching the podium with a calm that belied the gravity of their message. Known only as the Oracle from the reclusive and enigmatic planet of Zephyr, their predictions and insights had historically influenced many key galactic decisions. As the figure adjusted the voice modulator, a chill seemed to pass through the hall, commanding the undivided attention of every representative. "Esteemed Council," the Oracle's voice resonated, neither male nor female but profoundly haunting. "I come before you not to dwell on past battles or potential alliances, but to issue a caution regarding the very fabric of our existence should we choose to engage with humanity." The room darkened further, and a single stark hologram illuminated the area above the podium, depicting the Milky Way galaxy. A speck of light representing Earth blinked ominously. "Humanity, while young and less advanced technologically, possesses a unique combination of traits that are rare in the galaxy: adaptability, perseverance, and a collective survival instinct that, when threatened, could lead to outcomes none of us can predict," the Oracle explained. Their hands moved slightly, and the hologram zoomed in on various historical events on Earth, showing instances of human societies rebounding with even greater strength after facing severe crises. "Consider this," the Oracle continued. "In their short history, Humans have survived ice ages, plagues, and countless wars among themselves. Each time, they emerged stronger, more united. Their technology advanced at a pace unprecedented in the galactic community. The display shifted to a simulation of a hypothetical scenario where a galactic federation attempted to subdue Earth. It showed a prolonged guerrilla war, with humans using both traditional and cyber warfare tactics that gradually wore down the invading forces. From a probabilistic standpoint, the Oracle noted, engaging humans in a conflict might initially seem manageable. However, the long-term consequences would likely be catastrophic. Not only would humans innovate and adapt, but they could potentially reverse engineer captured technology and use it against us. The cloaked figure paused, allowing the ominous implication of their words to permeate the chamber. This is not merely a recommendation to avoid conflict. It is a warning. Humans are bound by a profound sense of survival and protection of their home. If pushed to the brink, they will not hesitate to use every resource, every strategy, and every weapon at their disposal. As the hologram faded, the Oracle concluded, "To provoke humanity is to invite a relentless force into your world. It would be prudent for us to not only abstain from fighting them, but to strive for peaceful coexistence and mutual respect." The Oracle stepped back, their message hanging heavy in the air like a somber prophecy. As the figure disappeared into the shadows from whence they came, the representatives were left to contemplate a future that could either be marked by peaceful collaboration or catastrophic conflict with humanity. As the hall returned to a soft glow, Elder Zan, the venerable leader of the Galactic Council, rose to his full height, signaling the beginning of the final debate. His ancient eyes surveyed the room, now charged with a mixture of apprehension and resolve. "We have heard compelling arguments today from various perspectives," he began, his voice steady and authoritative. "Now, we must deliberate and decide our course of action regarding humanity." The representatives, representing a wide spectrum of galactic civilizations, took turns voicing their opinions. Some expressed fear of human unpredictability and potential for rapid advancement, while others suggested the possibility of harnessing human creativity and spirit for the benefit of the galaxy. The Yiltree emissary argued, engaging humans in combat risks awakening a sleeping giant that could outpace us technologically within generations. Conversely, the representative from the aquatic world of hydronics saw an opportunity. Humans have a unique approach to problem-solving that could be invaluable. We risk more by alienating them than by seeking an alliance. The debate grew heated, with each side presenting their arguments based on the day's earlier discussions. Military tacticians, diplomats, historians, and scientists all weighed in, creating a complex tapestry of conjecture and calculation. Finally, Elder Zan called for silence. "It is time to vote. Let us decide whether to impose a decree that will forbid any military engagement with the humans, thereby seeking a path of diplomacy and mutual growth, or to reject the decree, keeping open the options of engagement." One by one, the representatives cast their votes, each pressing a button on their consoles. The results appeared on the holographic display above the chamber. An overwhelming majority favored the decree. The decision was clear. The Council would officially prohibit any military action against humanity and would seek to engage them diplomatically. Elder Zan nodded solemnly. "The decree is passed. Let this be a turning point in our galactic history. We shall extend the hand of friendship to humanity, and together we shall strive for a brighter future for all." As the session concluded, the representatives mingled, discussing the implications of their decision. There was a sense of relief mixed with anticipation. Many were already considering how to introduce themselves to humanity, how to share technology and ideas, and how to integrate Earth into the broader galactic community. The decision made that day would reverberate through the ages, shaping not only the future of the galaxy, but also the role of humanity within it. As ships departed from the Galactic Council's star station, each carried news that would soon reach Earth, marking the dawn of a new era in human-alien relations. The vote was not just a decree. It was an invitation to a shared destiny, one filled with hope and boundless possibilities. In the days following the monumental decision by the Galactic Council, news spread like wildfire across the galaxy. Every species, from the technologically advanced to the more isolated systems, received the transmission with varying degrees of skepticism and hope. The decree, now embedded in the fabric of interstellar law, marked a pivotal shift in how the galaxy viewed humanity. On Earth, governments and citizens alike were unaware of the exact discussions that had transpired, but they felt the ripple effects almost immediately. Increased sightings of unidentified spacecraft and an uptick in cryptic communications intercepted by satellite networks hinted at something significant on the horizon. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, the media outlets of numerous civilizations buzzed with analysis and speculation. The Galactic Council's decision to avoid military engagement with humans could redefine peace and conflict in the galaxy, one popular interstellar news network proclaimed. In private meetings and public forums, leaders of various alien species debated how best to approach humanity. Some planned diplomatic missions, others proposed trade agreements, and a few even considered offering technology exchanges, hoping to build trust and cooperation. Back on Earth, the world's governments convened in a series of top-secret meetings to discuss the increasing alien activity. High-ranking officials and military leaders were briefed on the situation, with the world's top intelligence agencies pooling their resources to decipher the intentions behind the alien overtures. President Mara, representing one of Earth's leading nations, addressed the assembly. "We stand on the brink of a new chapter in human history," she declared. "We must be cautious but also curious. We have an opportunity to advance our place in the cosmos and perhaps ensure the survival of our species through peaceful coexistence." Simultaneously, the Galactic Council organized an introductory mission, appointing Ambassador Iloa to lead the delegation to Earth. The mission was designed to be a showcase of goodwill and technological prowess, aiming to impress and reassure humanity of the Council's peaceful intentions. As the designated day of first contact approached, tensions on Earth were high. News networks had started to pick up on the unusual preparations and increased satellite communications. The public's curiosity turned to concern, then to excitement, as the reality of extraterrestrial life became undeniable. When the day finally arrived, massive screens were set up in capitals around the world, broadcasting the historic event live. Ambassador Iloa's ship, a marvel of interstellar engineering, descended gracefully in the designated international territory marked for this historic encounter. Iloa stepped out, her appearance both alien and mesmerizing, greeted by Earth's top leaders and a global audience. "People of Earth," she began, her voice calm and captivating, "we come in peace, with hope for a future where our species may learn from each other, grow together, and face the challenges of the cosmos hand in hand." The world watched, spellbound by the promise of a new era. As Ambassador Iloa presented the decree of peace from the Galactic Council, it was clear that humanity was entering a phase of unprecedented potential. With cautious optimism, Earth began to navigate this new reality, its place in the galaxy forever changed by the decision made light years away to never fight the humans. Back on Earth, the ripple effects of the Galactic Council's decision and the subsequent alien visitations were profound. Humans, long curious about their place in the universe, now found themselves participants in a larger cosmic dialogue. In the weeks following the first contact, global summits were convened with unprecedented urgency. Leaders from around the world gathered, along with top scientists, military strategists, and diplomats, to formulate a cohesive response to the new interstellar reality. The meetings were intense and productive, reflecting a unity seldom seen on Earth. President Mara, who had become a leading figure in the human-alien relations effort, spoke at the United Nations, outlining the significance of this moment. "We are not just Earthlings anymore. We are now part of a vast community of intelligent species. The decisions we make today will define the future of our species for centuries to come," President Mara addressed the assembly. Her words, broadcast worldwide, inspired a mix of awe and a sobering sense of responsibility. Behind the scenes, intelligence agencies worked overtime, analyzing every piece of data from the alien delegations. They decrypted communications, studied technologies, and piece together a comprehensive understanding of the political dynamics of the Galactic Council. Meanwhile, humanity's introduction to the Council was fast-tracked. Diplomatic missions were exchanged, and within months, human representatives were invited to visit the Council's headquarters. The human delegation was led by Ambassador Lin, a seasoned diplomat known for her sharp intellect and empathetic approach. On board the spacecraft to the Galactic Council, Lin and her team prepared meticulously. "Our goal is not just to represent Earth," she briefed her team, "but to establish humanity as a reliable, innovative partner in the galactic community. We bring unique perspectives and ideas that can benefit all." The human delegation's arrival at the Council was met with keen interest from various alien representatives. Initial meetings focused on cultural exchanges, technological partnerships, and potential joint missions in space exploration and defense. Ambassador Lin's first address to the Council was a defining moment. "Humans are young in the age of the cosmos, but we are eager to learn and contribute. Let our journey in the galaxy be marked by mutual respect and shared prosperity," she stated, her words echoing through the chamber. Back on Earth, the public's enthusiasm for space exploration and alien cultures surged. Universities started programs in xenolinguistics and interstellar diplomacy. Technology firms, in collaboration with alien experts, embarked on ambitious projects, from renewable energy sources to advanced medical technologies. As Earth adapted to its new role in the Galactic Council, it became clear that the decision to engage with humans diplomatically had unlocked potential that might have otherwise lain dormant under the shadow of conflict. Years later, Earth's integration into the Galactic Council had reached remarkable levels of cooperation and exchange. Humans were now active participants in various interstellar projects, contributing innovative solutions to age-old galactic issues and, in turn, learning from the vast experiences of their extraterrestrial counterparts. Ambassador Mara, having retired from active politics, now served as a senior advisor to the Earth's Interstellar Relations Committee. She reflected on the journey during a commemorative event marking the 5th anniversary of Earth's formal induction into the Council. Looking back, the decision to embrace diplomacy and seek understanding was our pivotal moment, she told the Assembly, which included human and alien dignitaries. It led us not only to survival, but to thrive in ways we could never have imagined. On the Galactic Council, Earth representatives now held key positions in several committees, from space exploration to environmental conservation. Ambassador Lin, who had become a respected figure on the Council, spearheaded initiatives that blended human creativity with alien technologies, resulting in breakthroughs in space travel and habitat restoration on several planets. Meanwhile, Earth itself had become a cultural and educational hub for many alien species. Universities on Earth offered courses that attracted beings from across the galaxy, eager to learn about human philosophy, art, and social sciences, alongside scientific endeavors. The story of humanity's resilience and ingenuity was now a popular tale in the galaxy, taught to young alien students as a case study in the power of diplomacy and peace. The Earth's model of integrating diversity within its own borders provided a blueprint for other civilizations grappling with internal conflicts. One of the most ambitious projects was the construction of the Intergalactic Cultural Exchange Center on Mars, a planet that humans had terraformed with assistance from their alien allies. The center was designed to be a meeting place for all species, a symbol of interstellar friendship and cooperation. As Ambassador Lin toured the nearly completed center with a group of delegates, she remarked, "This center stands as a testament to what we can achieve together. It's a place where anyone, from any corner of the galaxy, can share knowledge, culture, and dreams. Our diversity is our greatest strength." The council meetings, once dominated by cautious deliberations and strategic maneuvers, now buzzed with discussions about joint ventures, cultural festivals, and collaborative research. Humans were often at the center of these discussions, their enthusiasm and fresh perspectives injecting new life into the ancient council. In one such meeting, a proposal was tabled for a joint exploratory mission to the uncharted regions of the Andromeda Galaxy, with human leaders proposing innovative approaches to navigate the unknown. The mission was approved with overwhelming support, symbolizing the trust and camaraderie that had developed between humanity and the rest of the galactic community. As the Galactic Council looked to the future, the decision made years ago to never fight the humans, but instead to embrace them as partners, seemed not just wise but prophetic. The humans had not only taken their place among the stars, but had become central to the galaxy's ongoing journey towards peace and exploration. Humanity, once viewed with suspicion and fear, was now celebrated as a beacon of hope and a bridge builder in the cosmic sea of stars. As they looked to the horizons beyond, their story was no longer about survival, but about how they helped forge a galaxy where many worlds could coexist in harmony and mutual respect.